Just a few hours ago, Prince Harry and Meghan entered Westminster Abbey for the Commonwealth Day service and made their exit from the royal family. It was their last public duty, and they were shown to their seats ahead of time rather than walking through the church with the Queen. So what does this mean for the future of the royal family?
Can we just point out a few really obvious things,
yes,
guys? Did you notice where Harry and Meghan were sitting? They have been, this is when you realize the Queen, she might be in her 90s, she don't play. When you get demoted in the royal family, she's gonna make sure the world sees, I am the Queen and you are demoted. Last year, Harry and Meghan followed Kate and William, both in the procession entering Westminster Abbey at this very ceremony last year. That's when Meghan was still pregnant. So you see where they are, Meghan's in white, Harry's next to her. And then when they did this receiving line for the Queen, also standing next to Kate and to William, right? This year, Harry and Meghan had to follow the 11th in line to the throne. You're like, who is that? Exactly, exactly. Prince Edward and Sophie, the Count and Countess of Wessex. So the Queen has said, when you are demoted, you will fall behind. This is a very public event, and the eyes are watching them because this is Harry and Meghan's last official royal event, and then they're out. However, who's really smiling? Meghan. She's very, very happy about this. Who's not smiling in those pictures? Harry. I think he's gonna have a very hard transition. I'm telling you, I think he's gonna have a very hard transition.
Wow.
Yeah. I look at this and think, good for you, good for them. I feel like it's a reorganization, clearly, and a redefinition of what that family means, the power it wields. And, if they got to go a little further back, whatever, they're making a different choice. I just keep thinking how proud his mother must be feeling about him right now, because she went through a very difficult time, clearly. And perhaps this is something she thought about, maybe fantasized about,
and
maybe couldn't do.
Well, she did. She divorced out. She divorced out.
Yes, but still was true. I mean, signed that paper, but still obviously was very entrenched in that.
She spoke about having him off over her shoulder, breathing down her neck all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, a decision like this takes a lot of courage.
Yes.
Right? It takes a lot of courage. I give it up to them for the guts.
Yeah.
I really do. Who knows what lies ahead? But man, to say we're out is a huge thing.
But here's the thing, what I find sad for the royal family, and I do say the word sad, I don't know that they went into this knowing that this was going to be the end result. If you guys remember Meghan's wedding veil, it was all the flowers of the 54 countries of the Commonwealth. She was giving a signal to the world that this was the role that she and Harry were hoping to have, which would be to be the sort of the ambassadors for the royal family, to keep the Commonwealth together. And across that veil, that was her expressing that to the world. I will be your Duchess abroad. I think the eyes were always to be looking to be outside of the UK, which I can understand. And I think that was their plan. It didn't go according to their plan. I think, however, that her wearing green today is signifying all the money I think they're hoping to make in the near future.
Or a rebirth, right? The money and a rebirth, a new beginning.
With a lot of money.
With a lot of money. Their own money. Yeah.
I also love that, I love the gossip, because there's been so much gossip. When William and Kate arrived at the church today, there was a very curt acknowledgement, almost like a head nod, hey, what's up? But nothing else. Kate didn't even look.
From who? From the Queen?
William and Catherine.
Okay, I was like, is the Queen going,
from
what's
William
up?
and Kate, no.
Yeah, girl. Good for
and remember,
you.
these were the closest of brothers, and they didn't really have a moment. In the past, over 30 years, we've seen them at these occasions, sitting next to each other, laughing at each other. So there's some bad blood happening in there that clearly, the tabloids and the newspapers have been reporting on it. And even at this event where all eyes were on them, they weren't able to even fake it. Right? They weren't even able to pretend to be chummy and perform a certain closeness. But I love also the gossip of all week long, Meghan and Harry for their farewell tour of England. If they're a band and they're leaving, it's amazing. For their farewell tour, they were dressed to the nines.
Yes.
Look at these outfits in matching blue on Thursday, and then on Saturday in matching red, and today in matching green.
Yeah.
I feel like they are actually, I know what you're saying, Harry might be sad, but also at the same time, I think there's a little bit of a flex, like,
Yes.
show them what you're missing, how you like me now. Like, who is gonna fill in this color? Who is gonna fill in this, like, you know, spirit among the blands that you have left? Like, no offense, but like, you know,
Where's the
so
razzle dazzle
charismatic.
royal?
Yeah,
They're
they're
losing the
charismatic.
razzle dazzle.
You know, like there is a significant amount of unseasoning that remains in the royal family, and you have just lost all the spice. Like, this is
Some of that.
yeah.
No more.
That was a brilliant, like, gossip
Yes.
royal cooking segment. You did right there, Lainey. I love that.